Are you stuck in the same fitness routine, frustrated with little to no progress, spinning your wheels, but working really hard? We're going to talk about ways that you can reinvent your fitness routine, especially if you are a woman in midlife. We're going to talk all about it. Grab your coffee. It's going to be a good one.
Got my coffee. Let's make it a good one.
Then let's make it a good one. I'm going to tell you right now, at the end of this episode, I will go over actionable steps that I want people to take when it comes to their fitness routine, because I can't stop seeing people spin their wheels. I see it all the time. I'm tired of it.
All the time.
Let's stop spinning our wheels in 2025.
Right.
Let's get somewhere.
Because,
like I said, I think I said recently, but I hadn't been to Orange Theory in a while. And I went back to Orange Theory. It had been some time since I saw a lot of the go-hards, they go all out, literally. And many of them had looked like they had put on weight. But they work so hard. Like, I see them, they really push. They really work hard.
They get after it. But
so if they can just move that energy into something that's actually going to yield them results, they would be rock stars.
Exactly.
But they just don't know.
No.
They don't listen to Candidly with Coffee.
They need to hop on and listen to us.
Clearly. All right, you guys, let's do a little housekeeping. I do want to sadly announce that we will not have an episode on December 27th and December 30th because we need to kind of just power down 2024 and hit 2025 hard. So this is the last time you will hear from us in terms of a traditional episode. However, now is a good time to make sure you are subscribed to us on YouTube. Hit the bell to be notified. Hit the bell because the bell's going to tell you when we go live. And then also Instagram, make sure you're following us candidly_with coffee on Instagram, because on Instagram, we will also be going live. So even though we're not going to have traditional episodes, we plan on going live a few times during that break. So join us on live. It's fun. We have a good time with it.
Yeah, we do.
And, if you haven't already given us a rating on some of the platforms like Spotify or Apple Podcasts, we really appreciate it. Throughout the episode, we throw up a QR code. Scan that QR code because all the links that you need are there. And, give us a little bit of support there. I would really appreciate it.
Always.
Another thing that you can do for us as a gift, a little Christmas gift for the Escobars, share this podcast with a friend, especially a person that, you feel might benefit from it or need a few laughs at times, because we get a few laughs.
Yeah. Sharing is caring, That's how you know you care about us.
Sharing.
Which we know you do.
Yeah.
You love the show, but why not? We're trying to expand it to, more eyes.
Yeah.
More eyes on us.
Yeah, because we're starting to grow, that's the whole thing.
Yes.
I'm happy with where we came this year. Done a lot, accomplished a lot, but we're not done.
No.
We are not done. All right, so now let's move on to Comment Corner. We have a comment from Kumara's Joy. Totally get the marketing thing. I did keto the pure way. When it became popular, I saw the influx of low carb options, just like with the fat-free wave. What are they adding in its place? It's like robbing Peter to pay Paul. It's always something.
Always.
I saw a funny post from Bio Lane. He was kind of coming for the carnivores.
Yeah, I bet.
You saw it too, right?
Which one?
I bet. You showed it to me.
Oh, yeah, the one he was coming. I said he's going to piss them off. He knew it too. He was laughing about triggering them.
Yeah. Yeah, what did it say? It was like talking about, do you remember what it said?
I don't remember.
I can never rely on you to have a little bit of, to help me out a little bit.
I don't remember. What you want me to do? I don't memorize these things. Let me memorize BioLane's post. I have my own posts I have to memorize.
Lee, never can
If you gave me a little heads up, then I would have had it pulled up on my phone or something.
Oh my gosh. All right, you guys. I have a Hold My Coffee for you guys. We haven't had a Hold My Coffee in a while. So, Blonde Beauty Lush says, I will never take any diet advice from health coaches that pound diet soda, eat tons of packaged bars, and don't care about seed oils, food dyes, and fake sweeteners.
Okay.
Okay, but yet.
Who's she referring to?
Hold
you
on,
or I?
us, both of us.
Okay.
Because it was on the episode we were talking about, I don't know, influencers in the space, getting people scared of these kind of things.
Yeah.
But here's the funny part. That's not the first time she's commented. In fact, it's not the second time. It's not the third time. It's the 10th time.
Oh.
You know what that tells me? You're watching.
You're a fan.
You're a fan.
Yeah. You
You're
keep
listening.
watching.
You're
Yeah.
watching. You know, it's crazy. It's so funny.
What's her name?
Blonde Beauty Lush.
Blonde Beauty Lush. Mm-hmm. Huh.
I don't know if you don't know this, but you guys, you know, when you're when the creator of the content, I can just tap on it and I can see every time you've interacted, what videos you've interacted on. We get a lot of data.
Yes, we do.
So it's pretty funny. I just thought, that's interesting. 10 comments, Blonde Beauty Lush, but you wouldn't take any advice.
I know. I wonder if we should follow her lead. Maybe she'll show us something new regarding health and fitness and beauty. Blonde.
Yeah, maybe.
Beauty
I don't
Lush.
know. But somehow, some way. Anyways, we hadn't had a Hold My Coffee in a while. We did have one on one of my vlogs, but the BBC Army took care of that one.
Okay.
You see the Army, a little coffee cups come for
How about this one? Not yet?
I don't know. I haven't checked because I pulled that comment like right when I got it. Oh no, no, they did actually. Someone said like, "Oh dang, Janine just like eviscerated you," because I replied saying, "That's interesting."
Yeah, it is.
Because you do know I have access to your engagement with us.
It's a little weird. 10 comments in, you don't like it, and you got something to say, but you're still on here watching. You're a fan. We'll get it.
I know. I think it's too funny.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get into, first and foremost, let's go over some of the common mistakes women in midlife make with their fitness routine. Too many fitness classes and cardio.
Way too many.
We just talked about it on the top of this show.
Too many cardio kickboxing classes for you ladies.
Too many.
Slow down.
I want you to really think about something for me, you guys. I want you to think about, when was the last time you saw someone that wasn't the instructor, and sometimes not even the instructor is fit, like super lean and muscular and fit in these classes? It's the minority, not the majority.
Minority.
And it should be the majority, you'd think, right?
Right, exactly. Never.
And the thing is, they market to midlife women.
Yes, they do.
They market to them. They like, it's like pipe dreams. They think like, oh, all I have to do is sign up for this. I'm going to burn all these calories. I can eat whatever I want. And I'm going to be fit and happy.
Furthest from the truth.
They do a lot. Like, it's mostly women in these classes. When I go to these classes, it's all women.
And let me tell you something. When I did teach a class like that, which was boxing, boxing cardio class, there was an instructor at 24 Hour Fitness. You've probably seen her. She used to teach those cardio kickboxing classes. And somebody said some comments that triggered her bad because she was on the plus size. Never dropped weight, always looked the same. And everybody used to wonder, like, how is it you teach all these classes? Not just at the gym that I was a coach, trainer at, but other 24-hour fitnesses. Usually they move around. But yeah, you're still on the plus size. It's crazy. People didn't understand that. I'm like, because you guys, she's after these classes going home, we're at dinner and gorging out, period.
But it's not even that. It's that, because I want to talk specifically. I'm not just going to tell you why that's a problem. Let's talk about why specifically it's a problem. It's a problem because, yes, the cardio classes burn more calories.
They do.
Okay, you're going to burn a lot of calories, but they do not help you build muscle.
Facts.
In fact, they may utilize your lean muscle in order to get you through these intense cardio classes.
Yes.
So that's one problem. One problem is you are not building muscle, number one. Number two, you are probably losing some muscle because of these classes, because of the way the body works. And number three, you're hungrier when you burn a lot of calories. Mentally, you feel like you've created this license to eat more.
Yep.
So if you are not a macro tracker, I guarantee you the fitness class attendees, consume more calories.
I agree.
You will consume the amount of calories you burned in the class driving home, the way home. It's not that much of a credit, but they will inadvertently credit themselves all day long for that class. Oh, well, I just took a class. I'm going to reward myself. Oh, well, I did go to Orange Theory this morning, so yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm going to go to class tomorrow. They'll credit themselves 10 times over for the class.
Let me tell you something. One pastry at Starbucks, one blueberry muffin at Starbucks, you just negated your one hard cardio kickboxing class you just did, the calories you burned.
Yeah, so if you think about it, if the benefit you get from the class is only the calories burned, it's not like an investment into your muscle gain or anything like that. It's really essentially for calorie burn, but you inadvertently end up then consuming more calories anyway. You kind of negate the only benefit, but then the downfalls, those are the worst part, right? Because it's not just about burning the calories, it's about losing that muscle. And in midlife specifically, you cannot spare lean muscle.
Nope. It's like gold for your body. You cannot be sparing it. Not at all. You need it. You need that, especially for your later years.
I mean, so how do you balance it? You balance it by do not use fitness classes for weight loss. Don't think you need to burn a certain amount of calories or anything like that. If anything, you should be using it for your cardio health.
Yeah.
Okay. So cut back on them.
Yeah.
Maybe a class a week.
Yep.
Maybe 60 minutes a week. And then you also do a step goal, like a low intensity cardio. And then you do strength training instead. Yeah. So you swap out some of those fitness classes and slide in the strength training classes. I mean, I personally think that, a step goal and a strength training program is like the perfect thing. But if you want additional cardio and your cardiovascular health is important to you, which it should be, but I'll tell you a pretty easy way to know how healthy your heart is your resting heart rate.
Yeah. So
if your resting heart rate is a nice, healthy, it's low, it's in the 50s, you have great cardiovascular health because that says that your heart's working very efficiently. It's strong. It doesn't have to pump very rapidly at rest to get the blood to its extremities. Like one pump is more effective than a bunch of 3 little pumps. You know what I mean? Because that's how the heart is. So if it's faster, that means it's having to really pump harder because it's not efficient. The pumps are not efficient because they're not strong.
Yeah. Well, we've talked about it before. What does alcohol cause? Heart palpitations.
Yeah, and the other thing is, so focus on that. Focus on not chasing a calorie burn because you're spinning your wheels, literally.
People still do that. They look at their Apple Watch and their data.
It's terrible.
And they've sent it to me. I was like, don't go off of that. That's not accurate. That doesn't mean you're allowed to eat more calories, by the way. Just worry about your macros. Stop worrying about that. Worrying about too many things that don't matter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's okay if you want to look at it, fine, but it doesn't give you a license to eat more because you burn X amount of calories. No,
it's trends that really matter. It's like seeing trends, but don't chase a calorie burn number because, like I said, this is what the people in Orange Theory are doing. They're spinning their wheels.
Spinning, literally.
You know why it's even worse? Because not only do they think that they really burned the amount of calories that it says, like some crazy number, 600 calories,
super
whatever.
Crazy.
It also, they promote, a lot of these places promote that you burn more calories for the remaining 24 hours and all of that. I mean, when they say those claims, it's not that it's not true, but you're talking 50 extra calories. It's not, the juice is not worth the squeeze is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's not.
It is not.
Also that I was taught is when you do those HIIT style classes that you basically rev your metabolism up for the whole day. That you're you're revved up for up to 24 hours.
All of those things, the reason why they're detrimental and why I tell people, just don't worry about any of those gimmicky things, whatever, even if there's a little science behind it and there is some truth. What are you trying to do? Squeeze every extra calorie so that you know, oh, I get to have an extra. It's like, you're just trying, like, don't worry about all those things. Do not worry about those things because it's irrelevant at the end of the day. If you are just putting on muscle, following your macros, people are always just like looking for that extra bonus calories that they can get so they can eat more.
And it blows my mind that people want to make it more complicated. It's really simple if you break it down. It's not complicated, but people want like complicated formulas.
Like all of those little anecdotes that people talk about. That's what they want to focus on.
Exactly.
But now's a good time for me to talk about. So like you guys, my BBC program is registration's opening pretty soon. So we're going to open on January 1st, I believe, and get on the wait list. I'm going to pin that comment on this episode, or you can scan the QR code and get on the wait list there. But make sure you're on the list. It's going to fill up. It's busy season for the fitness world. But in this program, this particular one, because every round has a different theme, but we're going to do a workout 101 workshop. And we're going to go over a lot of this stuff in depth to really kind of make sure that people are not going to take their past mistakes into 2025. Like 2025 is the year you're going to stop spinning your wheels. You are actually going to have progress in the things that you're trying to do. You're in the things you're trying to achieve. You want to get definition in your arms. Let's just not try throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping it sticks and someday you're going to wake up with definition on your arms. Let's actually make it happen strategically. And by attending this workshop, you'll get the knowledge you need in order to actually make progress. And obviously, that's just a bonus. Like, obviously, my program is comprehensive nutrition, fitness, community support, the app, all kinds of things. So, but this particular theme for this round, we're going to have that workshop. We're also going to have a self-care and routines workshop. The theme is like to love yourself first as well. So we're gonna do that, and then you get all the other perks of being in the program. So if you want to get on the wait list for BBC 16, make sure you click on one of the links in the description or whatnot and get yourself on the wait list. And on another token, we also have our other group, which is our elite group, our Esco Elite Mindset group. And we just met with all of our clients and we had them set a strong 2025 goal. And then what we did was we're going to set milestones for them. So approximately 6 milestones to reach your ultimate 2025 dream goal. And my clients, I know my group, they love that because it suddenly felt like each one of them had this moment where they're like, oh my God, like I could totally do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It felt
the
doable.
mountain doesn't seem so high to climb.
Yes. So that is what we did with our clients. It's not too late. If you want to join Team Esco Elite, we're taking clients just so you know how it works. Mike and I, we coach together for the most part. Like I have like my core clients and he has his core clients, but really everyone's in a group together as well. And we also have a weekly Zoom call with all of our clients on the Team Esco Elite team call. And yeah, so if you are interested in potentially joining our Esco Elite team and you really are serious about making 2025 the year that things change, you are actually like, we will do the same with you. We're going to set your dream goal for the end of the year. And then we'll set milestone goals and you're going to be like, wow, I could totally do this. And then you have the community, the team there to support you as well. We just launched merch for our team. So they're earning merch and, we got hoodies. Actually, I'll have it up on the screen. We have the Esco Elite team hoodie. Everyone, as soon as they reach like their one big initial milestone, which is the 20-pound club or like some other specific goal that they had, they get their sweatshirts. So I have a few sweatshirts going out.
Yep. We want to see more people in that 20-pound club, though.
Yeah.
Next year.
Yeah.
Everybody, actually. All you guys. Don't think you can't do it, Don't limit your mindset. Don't limit your self-belief. Self-belief is everything. It's you versus you. You got this.
So that's it's a different program, that we have, and you work with, you basically, you're on the team. The team consists of Mike, you, me, Alyssa as well. My daughter is on the team as well, and we work kind of as a family. But if you're interested and you want to see what's right for you, maybe you don't know whether it's BBC, whether it's Esco Elite, you could book into a consult call. It's free. It'll be with my daughter. She will go over what the programs entail, and she will make sure to recommend which one is a better fit for you. And then we can kind of get going.
Plus all the bomb-ass meals your daughter puts on there.
Oh,
the options, It's like that alone is gold. There's endless options of eating different foods, so you never get bored. That way, you don't ever give in to temptation. If you're eating at home, you're mimicking all the food you love and you're making it at home. There you go. You scratch the itch.
Yeah, we're keeping it super updated. She put 2 in there this week, and everyone's making it too. Isn't it cool?
Drunken
right away.
noodles and I want to try the other one.
Pancake bowls.
Pancake bowls.
Yeah, she did drunken noodles and pancake bowls. And I'm telling you, it's the minute that we put new meals in the app, everyone makes it. They're like, yes, that's on the menu next week. They're like, they all make it and meal prep it.
Yeah.
It's so cool. But that meal planner database, by the way, is accessible to all of our clients. So BBC or Team Esco Elite. But I will say, if you book your consult call, get that booked before the end of the year, there will be a major New Year promo for new clients. It doesn't have to be new, but not current clients. If you're coming back from, you're a former client, for new clients to join the team, there is a promo. So you have to get your consult call booked by December 31st. So I'll put the link for that as well.
And also, make this fun. Don't dread like making food in the kitchen or close your mind and say, well, I'm not a chef or this is too hard. Because the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it. And not only do you make it for yourself, you make it for yourself and your family. You enjoy it. You don't have to let your kids know this is healthy. Take that word out of it. Just make it enjoyable.
Yeah.
Eat together.
Come on. Who doesn't want to eat drunken noodles?
I know.
Does that sound healthy to you? Does it sound healthy to me?
No. We want to eat because we enjoy it.
Yeah.
And we make the numbers work for us.
Yeah, so that is a big goal for us, because I know what I've found that's made people, it easier for them to stay on track is getting excited about their food. And so that's why that has been a source. I know we've talked about it now for a couple episodes, but we're really like moving forward with that. Like Alyssa's tasked at least to put maybe one a week, one new yummy, delicious meal, dessert, whatever a week. I know a lot of our clients are making my parfaits like crazy. The yogurt parfaits are very popular.
I actually got it in the fridge right now for later on for food.
Oh, yeah?
I brought one.
Oh, nice. Good. So anyways, join the team, either BBC, I got an amazing community of ladies over there, or Esco Elite, where you get Mike, myself, Alyssa, and we will make 2025 a really, really good year.
Yes, we will.
All right, let's go over the next thing that people do a lot that is we need to think about. So a lot of people know, okay, strength training, I should lift, blah, blah, blah. So they go to Target, they get their little pink weights. No. You're not lifting heavy enough.
No, you're not.
You have to push. You're not going to get bulky. It's not going to happen. If you feel bulky, it is your body fat. Because if you look at go to an anatomy book or get your kid's science book and look at what a body looks like with skeletal muscle on top of bone. Does it look bulky to you?
Exactly.
It's not bulky. What makes you bulky is body fat.
Yes.
Body fat is what makes you bulky, not muscle.
Squishy.
You are not going to get bulky. It is not that easy to put on muscle. I wish it were that easy,
God, I've been hearing this since the 90s on women. I don't want to get bulky. Sweetheart, you're not going to get bulky. Trust me.
And so you want to know what the biggest reason why people will say like, oh, my metabolism is slow. Did you know that metabolism doesn't actually slow down just randomly because you're older? It doesn't randomly slow down. The reason why people talk about...
I've read that in NASA.
The reason why people talk about age-related metabolism slowing down is because when you age, you lose your muscle. So the sarcopenia, which is age-related muscle loss, slows down your metabolism because you have a machine that doesn't require as many calories to run it.
Yep.
Why do you lose muscle though when you're older? Is that inevitable? No. It's just that older people move less.
Yeah.
They retire, they're not as active.
No.
So if you prevent that, if you get in front of it, your metabolism is not going to slow down. In fact, it's going to speed up. If you make a concerted effort to do a progressive overload strength training program, and you're not just throwing around the pink target weights, that you are really trying to progressively increase either your reps, your sets, or your weight to continue to get stronger and push harder, then you are going to gain muscle. You are not going to have your metabolism slow down significantly.
And what I tell you earlier, what I've been seeing in the gym lately, I've been seeing women. I've been in the gyms for 32 years. And I've been seeing women lately pushing some serious heavy weight. Make me feel almost like, whoa, squat 275, leg pressing 7 plates on each side. Guess what? Those women are believing in themselves. They're challenging themselves. That's some heavy weight. That ain't no small feat. There's most men cannot do that. Most men can't even squat 225. And there's women that are doing it these days. Fit women, strong.
And they're smart because they're going to retain their muscle. So also compound movements, squats, deadlifts, presses, those are excellent.
Yes. Excellent.
So the other mistake, lack of consistency. This is big, because if you want to see results, you have to be consistent. You have to commit. This has to be a non-negotiable. It just has to be part of your life. Sporadic workouts or constantly changing your programs and, this day I'm going to look up this workout on YouTube and this day I'm going to do this Instagram workout. You are not going to get results that way. You have to be consistent. You have to follow a program. If you're on our Team Esco Elite, your programs are fully customized to your goals, because not everyone has the same goals and they have different body shapes. They need more focus on some areas than the others. We just did and full disclosure, Alyssa's really the fitness department. She's the one that has the best eye and the best expertise when it comes to aesthetics and sculpting. And she just did a progressive overload, a new program for my clients, kind of start new goals for 2025. And it's really just like a reshaping to give her shape, like build out her lats to create the illusion of a smaller waist and, focus on hamstring development. So it's really cool what you can do. It's like an art.
It is.
You have to love it.
You do.
You do. But, what does it take to get the results from that? Consistency with it. If you randomly, you do it onesie twosies here and there.
Never.
You're wasting your time.
Like you said earlier, spinning your wheels.
Yeah, but we're not going to spin our wheels in 2025. No. If you really want it, you can get it. But what you've been doing up until now, it's not working. So you got to let's revamp.
Yeah.
Let's get it together. Because you know what? I blinked my eyes and 1 year passed.
Right. Look.
I literally can't believe we're in December of 2024. It's shocking.
It's about to be a new year.
So we're going to blink our eyes again, and then it's 2025.
Or we'll be having this conversation again next year.
Exactly.
And where are you guys going to be at next year? Are you going to be in that same parking spot, stuck in neutral? I don't know how to move the car. I don't know how to drive.
Doing your 12 days of fitness at Orange Theory. And,
or you're going to be in a different level. Oh, my God, Mike and Janine were right. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. And listen, I'm not saying there's a time and a place and a purpose for the fitness classes. Because I have to say, I'll give credit where credit is due. When I completely lost my mojo for working out, I didn't have goals like putting on muscle or anything. I just didn't want to go backwards. But my mom had died. Orange Theory, the structure and the accountability saved me from falling back into my old ways, which is giving up fitness and gaining a bunch of weight. It saved me.
Yeah.
But my goal was to be saved. My goal was to not fall backwards. But when your goals change, your actions have to change. So if you have to make sure your actions are in line with your goals. Because if your goal is, I want to build muscle, I want to get shredded, I want to look like a fitness girl, but you go to Orange Theory 5 times a week, your actions are not lining up with your goals. And that's where the problem is.
And let me tell you something. All those fitness women on IG or social media you see that are fit and strong and their bodies are built like Greek goddesses, they didn't get that by going Orange Theory at all. They got that by lifting some heavy ass weight.
I'm just saying Orange Theory because I personally have experience with Orange Theory, but I'm talking about all things. At 45 and aerobics this and then jazzercise that and Zumbas and all that stuff.
Oh my God, Zumba. That's one of the worst, sorry. But
if you love it and you do it for a social aspect and you get together with your girlfriends, it gets you moving. It's not a negative.
No.
It's only a negative if you are utilizing that to help you reach a certain aesthetic goal or muscle building goal, because again, that road doesn't lead to that goal.
Yeah.
So you just have to ask yourself, what is your goal? What is your goal? Now I need to be on the road that's going to lead me to that goal. That's what we do with our clients. Like I'm putting them on a road because I sure as hell am not going to let one of my clients set a goal for 2025 and then let them go on a different road. I'll be like, hey. And the whole reason I set the goal was so that I can have that, like, hey, what you're doing here and what you did over this last couple weeks or whatever, did your goal change? Because your actions aren't lining up. And it is my job to course correct you. Be like, hey, what's going on? Because you said this was your goal, So did that change? Let's change it so I can get you on the right road. But that's part of the process. And it does take, you need some help sometimes because that part's not easy. Staying the course is not easy.
No, it's not. We see so many people get off the course so many times.
And put them back on it.
Oh, they go off the right. They go on the wrong trail. They're lost. Like, yo, where are your GPS trackers? Got to come back over here. You're going the wrong direction.
All right. So another big mistake people make is not tracking and measuring progress, because then you're not going to get motivated to keep going. So you should have some sort of mechanism in which to track results. So like, for example, if your results are building muscle and you're on a progressive overload program, besides the visual changes, there will be changes in your reps, your weight, your sets, your volume, overall volume. And the way we know that as coaches is because you're tracking it in the app. I can look. I can be like, oh, cool. Okay, so like 6 months ago, your shoulder press, the third set, you were doing 12 reps, 15 pounds. Now you're doing 12 reps, 20 pounds.
Exactly. So we know if you're getting stronger or not. We know, okay, add another 5 more pounds now.
So yeah, and if you can't do the 5 pounds, some people go, oh, what if I can't do that? Well, then you increase volume in other ways. You do another set, you do your last set till failure, you increase reps. So like if you can't go from 15 to 20, say you don't have a 17 and a half, then either you go to 20 and that third set, you can only crank out like 3 reps. That's okay.
That's all right.
That's okay. You keep going. And over time, that's gonna be 4 and 5. And then you're gonna be like, oh my God, Coach Jay, I did 12 reps of 20 pounds.
I got a tip for that. So what we did in the 90s, when I wanted to get my bench stronger, like 315 was a special club, 3 plates on each side. I knew I couldn't do it concentrically, meaning I couldn't push it up. I could handle the load coming down on the negative. So I'd have spotters help me on the way up. Well, eventually, your cells, they grow. What's the word I'm looking for? When your muscle cells grow, they become stronger. They become
hypertrophy?
They adapt to the weight. Kind of hypertrophy, but they adapt to the weight. I just can't think of it now. But anyway, so after a while, you start pushing harder and harder and harder before you know it, like, oh, wow, I could bang out a rep.
Yeah.
Because you got used to the load.
Yeah.
Well, have somebody spot you by your elbows. If it's for a shoulder press, for example.
Yeah.
Like you say, you can't do 20s.
Yeah.
Well, see if you can get someone to spot you and help you. You can only do 3 reps. See if they can help you, assist you to get 2 more reps.
Yeah.
Eventually, you'll get to 5 on your own. Then have that person assist you to 7 reps.
You know what's crazy? I'm going to tell you that there's a phenomenon that happens with spotters. The spotter does pretty much nothing. It's almost psychological. They're touching your feet. It's like they're like 2 fingers.
When people ask me, that's what I do.
They're barely spotting.
I tell the kids that ask me in the gym, like, can you spot me, bro? I say, I'll spot you. You're going to do the work, though.
Yeah. It's not it's not what you think. It's a lot of it's psychological when it comes to that stuff.
I tell them like in a harsh voice, push, and they'll do it and they'll push. I'm like, you see, you did that on your own. I barely touched it.
Yeah, and I always tell my clients that too sometimes. I'm like, are you pushing hard? Like, are you pushing
Yes.
hard? I'm like, if you don't hate me a little bit during your workouts, you're not pushing hard enough.
Bingo.
There should be a time during your workout where you're questioning your whole life. Why do I
Yes.
care? Why do I want this? You know what I mean? I'm happy the way I am.
Yeah.
But then when you walk out, you're like, yeah, I feel good.
Exactly.
But if you don't have those moments when you're working out, you are not pushing hard enough.
No,
You have to
you're
have the I hate you moments.
That's why I loved like having a workout, as we called it, a workout car, workout buddies. Because again, going back to the 90s, we used to push each other and we would talk vulgar to each other to push each other. We loved it, you know?
All right, let's take a little break for Mega Fit Meals. We'll be right back. When it comes to hitting your macros, Mega Fit Meals makes it so easy with their delicious macro-friendly meal prep options. Mike and I are constantly on the go these days, and these meals are a lifesaver during some of our busiest weeks. Whether you're craving chicken tenders, pizza, filet mignon, or even pasta, Mega Fit Meals has something for everyone. All meals are high in protein, made with quality ingredients, and designed to help you crush your health and fitness goals. And the best part, there's no subscription required, so you can order as you need. Save time without sacrificing nutrition. And if you want to try it for yourself, use our link in the description and enter code Janine for a discount. That's code JEANINE. MegaFit Meals has you covered. All right. So another thing that we kind of touched upon it a little bit, but basically doing the same thing, expecting different results. You know, really not like understanding what your true goal is. You know, what is your true goal, and does your goal make sense? You know, and again, I hate to say this, but it's because I feel like we're pushing our coaching so much. But this is like where coaching comes into play, you know, because it's hard. It's hard to understand some of that stuff sometimes. When it comes to the fitness related stuff is when I feel like things it's boring and simple, but complicated at the same time.
Yeah, you have to ask them, okay, listen, okay, you don't know what goals you want. Who do you want to become? What do you want to look like? Mm-hmm. Who's your inspiration? Mm-hmm. Think about that. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's Jennifer Lopez. I'm just going to throw it out this woman. I want to look like her. Okay, you can look like her. She's your inspiration. Me, I used Hulk Hogan and Arnold Schwarzenegger and those guys as my inspiration. I knew where I wanted to go, but I need to know the formula, how to get there. And that's what we come in.
I mean, what I mean more of like is a lot of people, they don't understand what their goal is because they will say, you know, they'll say, well, I don't want to lose weight, but I want to look fit. I get that a lot. Like, I don't want to lose weight. I don't care about the weight loss, but I want to look fit. And I'm like, okay, well, then you have to ask more, right? Well, what does that mean to you? What does fit mean to you? If you look in the mirror and you want to look fit, what are you seeing? I need to know what that means to you, because what it means to me might be different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so really, really thinking about what it is specifically that you want. And I had to push some of my clients this week because they gave me very vague answers. I'm like, and it's like, how many podcasts have we done on it? We've talked about it to them in team calls. It was kind of cracks me up because I mean, you did it to me one time too. It was last year. I went into this whole thing about SMART goals, specific, really what you want. And then we're teaching and we're talking about it. And then I ask you, okay, so what do you want? What's your SMART goal? Then you said some vague ass shit. And I'm like, no, see, this is why people need help.
Yeah.
Okay, specifically, what does it mean to you? Specifically, it means to me that I want to see like that cut that I see, like that some people have like on their shoulders.
Yep.
You know, I like my shoulders to be nice and round.
Round
I like
the shoulders.
that look. Or they'll point out someone that looks, I'm like, okay.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You can use someone as an inspiration. And you yourself, I've heard it already a few times from women that you inspire them. They want to aspire to look like you. They want what you have.
Jeez.
A fit body, strong. Yeah. You have that look.
Yeah. So I mean, but that's what I mean in terms of, and then don't worry so much about like what it means in order to get there, because sometimes it could be different than what you expect.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times people will be like, I get this a lot. I'm happy with my weight. In fact, I want to stay right here, but I still want to lose my stomach. And I'm like, well, got body fat on your stomach.
Exactly.
So your weight, the scale's going to have to go down more.
Has to move.
If you want to get rid of that. So see what I mean? Like you get fixated on something that who cares what the scale says? So like even if you say, I want to be 125 pounds and I want to be fit and all of this. Well, what if you get to 135 and you have the cuts, you're all fit, you know, you're 5'8",
lean, muscular
you're tall,
body.
you're lean, muscular. Are you really going to care that the scale is 140? Because you had it in your head, you want to be 130? Who cares?
The number doesn't matter.
Be open to the fact that what you think you want, specifically what you think you want, might be different. The route to get there is most likely different than you think it is. It's also different than you've been doing, because let's be honest, have most people the things that they want, the goals that they want to achieve in 2025, they're places they've never been before. So then you've never been there, so you don't have any clue how to get there.
Zero.
So, you know, that's another thing as well. It's like a common thing. So being real specific with what it is that you want and knowing that you can change as you go, you know, you can alter that goal. But at least to get you going is important.
Yeah.
It's really important.
You got to accept the challenge.
All right, let's take a break for Transcend and One Up Nutrition. We'll be right back. You guys know that Mike and I embarked on our HRT and peptide journey last year, and we are absolutely loving it. It's been a game changer for both of us. And if you've ever wondered why you should consider HRT or peptide therapy, let me break it down for you. Everyone's needs are unique. That's why Transcend is all about creating a personalized plan just for you. They'll start by evaluating your blood work, taking into account how you feel and what your goals are, and then help you find a solution tailored to optimize your health and wellness. What makes it so effective? It's targeted treatment, finally address specific deficiencies and imbalances that might have been holding you back for years. Boost your body's natural functions. These therapies can kickstart and support your body's processes, giving you that extra edge. Enhance your well-being. Imagine boosting your mood, increasing your energy, and just feeling better overall in your day-to-day life. And lastly, longevity. It's not just about feeling good now, it's about supporting healthy aging and preventing chronic conditions down the road. Transcend will guide you every step of the way. So if you're ready to take your health and energy to the next level, start your own HRT or peptide journey with Transcend today. Remember to use our link www.transcendcompany.com/Esco Elite, 15% off for new patients. When it comes to the best supplements to support your muscle building and fat loss goals, One Up Nutrition has you covered. Their gut health supplements have been a complete game changer for me. And I have to say, their protein powders are my absolute favorites. Mike and I literally order the peanut butter cookie and lemon Italian iced protein powders by the case. They are that good. With so many delicious flavors to choose from, One Up Nutrition makes hitting your protein goals easy and enjoyable. So whether you're looking for supplements, protein powders, or anything in between, shop One Up Nutrition for all your needs. And don't forget to use Janine to save at checkout. That's code JEANINE. So are we clear, you guys? Are we clear on some of these common mistakes? Are you... I think we covered the mistakes. Now I want to leave you guys on this episode with some actionable steps, especially for you women in midlife. I know you've got goals. And let me tell you this. I have one more thing to say. Stop limiting yourself on the goals.
That's it.
Stop limiting yourself. And a lot of people, and with my clients, and you are, because, we had a lot of discussions this week. In setting their goals, they started right off with a negative sometimes. Like, what I really would want is this, but I know I'll never get there. And I'm like, hold on.
That's a terrible attitude right there.
I'm like, back the truck up.
It's a terrible attitude.
No, because that's not true.
Not true.
It's not true. So stop telling yourself that that's true. It will be true if you tell yourself that.
I don't know why people think it's impossible. Why do they have it in their head?
I don't know.
Is it because they've had so many failures in the past?
Probably. But that's why it was a really, really cool this week. It was a long day of check-in, setting everyone's goals. But so many of them were like, oh my God, like for the first time, it's like it clicked for them. Like, I could totally do that. They were like shocked that like the milestone goal so achievable. And I'm like, guess what? 6 milestones and you're going to have your dream body.
Yep.
That's all it is 6 milestones. Like, you got this. You got this.
That's it.
So yeah, stop thinking that you can't do it is number one, to be honest. Okay, so let your action steps. Number one, prioritize strength training. That's your foundation. Meaning, if something's gonna go, it's not the strength training. And that's a swap for a lot of you. So you guys might be trying to do strength training and maybe a class and walk. The minute that you run out of time, you give up your strength training. You got to swap that around. That's the last one that you give up.
Yeah.
If you're not going to get your steps in for the day, fine. Don't get your steps in. I'd rather you do your strength training than get your steps in. If one of them's got to go because your schedule got crazy or whatever, strength training.
Yep.
Okay. The second thing, another common mistake, and even with my clients who have me beating a dead horse, they still consistently do this problem. Undereat protein.
Undereat
Their protein. They are not getting in enough protein sometimes, and there's plenty of decisions that led to that, you know?
And you know what makes me laugh is I have one of my clients eating a lot of protein. It's like, man, this is hard to eat all this, and I'm so full. That's the point. I want you to be full. That way, when you're out and about, you're not tempted to eat BS. You're not.
Yeah, but they always say that. Oh, I'm so full. I'm like, really? Then why'd you overeat yesterday? Because you're not hitting your damn protein goal, and you're like, yeah, I'll take the chips.
Yes.
No, you can't have the chips.
Nope.
You're not. You can have anything on our program, but if you don't hit your protein, no. The answer is no.
That is a no. A hard no.
If you hit your protein goal and you have calories left, you can have at it, whatever you want.
Yeah.
But you got to give me your protein first. Your
That's
protein is first. If I see you having treats and you're not hitting your protein goal, you're going to hear from me. We're going to talk about it.
We're going to have a conversation.
We're going to have a conversation.
Might not be a pleasant one.
Yeah. And then that's when, because usually like a lot of my clients, they've been doing this a while. They're in a good rhythm. It's just a matter of you had a good week, keep going, let's do it. They're in a good rhythm. The ones that haven't gotten in a good rhythm yet, and then they're kind of like slipping a little. Sometimes I'll see one day that's kind of like, you didn't hit your protein here. And then I'll go back and I'll go back over the days and I'll make like comments on every food log. Like, go back and read your comments.
Yeah.
Like, this is when you could have made better decisions. You know what I mean? Like, it's a choice. These are choices.
Exactly.
You know, you're making a choice to have 2 slices of pizza instead of 1 slice and getting your protein in.
Yeah. Because you could have the 1 slice if you could make it work. But
of course,
protein is numero uno. We can't stress it enough.
So get your protein in. And, you know, if you're our client, you know what that target is. If you're not our client, at least get in 1 gram per pound of goal body weight. It's just like a general rule of thumb. Go for it. You won't be under eating protein at that. So if you want to be 130 pounds, eat 130 grams of protein.
Yeah.
And you'll be okay. Track progress regularly. Make sure that you are tracking not just the scale. The scale is a tiny data point, especially when you're focused on muscle gain. So tracking progress by tracking your exercise progressions and pictures and the scale. All of it. Stick to your program. Don't look for results every couple days. You're not going to see them. You got to stick to a program for months.
Yeah.
You know, like one of our clients just said this. She goes, you know what? I'm not tripping on the week-to-week basis. I'm just going to keep my head down and I'll lift it up at the end of the year and be like, yeah, I did that.
That's it.
That's all you need to do.
The attitude you got to have.
Really, because if you're constantly looking, you're going to drive yourself crazy.
Yeah. Stop obsessing over the scale.
Just enjoy when you enjoy the process, you won't feel the need to, because it doesn't feel like you're not miserable. So we work on helping you guys to enjoy the process so that you're not so focused on the outcome, because the outcome will come.
Yeah. Just takes time. Mm-hmm. Just takes time.
And then focus on sustainability. You know, that's what we teach. We teach sustainability, meaning you are entering a lifestyle. It's a total lifestyle change, a lifestyle transformation, something you can do forever. This is a new life, your new healthy self, your new the fitness person that you want to be, something that you can do forever. It's just not temporary. These are permanent lifestyle changes.
And you got to put it in your mindset that that's the new you. You have to believe
Mm-hmm.
that every day. Like, I'm becoming the new me. You got to get used to that. Once you get used to that, you start believing it more in your mind.
Exactly. And then, because lastly is what I'm going to lead with is mindset shift. switching your mindset. This is who you are. This is your identity. You are creating and formulating a new identity, and you should be that identity long before the outside looks the part. The internal happens first.
Yeah.
That's the best way.
Exactly.
Because a lot of times people will do it, swap around, and then that's a whole other mental problem that they kind of go through. If they don't change the mental aspects, they don't change their visions of themselves, their body image, how they treat themselves, but they change their body by going on some crazy crash program, right? Then what happens? They made the changes. They can't sustain them, number one, because number two, they still have that self-loathing. They look in the mirror, they don't even see the changes.
There you go. I
don't.
had a client like that back in the days of 24 Hour.
Yeah.
She made complete changes, lost like over 100 pounds, everything, but she still said she would look at herself in the mirror and see the fat girl.
Because the process of transforming correctly means you are in that process of transforming, you are learning to love yourself. So you love yourself so much. You want to keep yourself on this earth so much. You want to feel good. You're going to do things to treat your body good. That's all self-love, right? It's what we're going to go over in BBC, in BBC 16.
Yeah.
Because through the self-love is where the good decisions come. You'll start making better decisions for yourself.
Yeah.
And then when you have the body that matches it, you're going to be like, yeah, you're going to see it. You'll be able to see it because you love yourself. Because you created that. Like, hell yeah, like I'm the shit. Right? I know
Exactly.
you do. You feel that way. Come on. You said it the other day. Like, I walk into the gym. I own the place. Like, you're proud of yourself.
100%.
You know?
My energy says it.
Right.
I command it.
And that's okay.
You have
That's
to.
confidence. That's not
cockiness.
ego.
No.
It's not cockiness. It's not ego. It's confidence. And it is okay to be confident. A lot of people, they poo-poo confidence because there's a difference between ego and confidence.
Yep. And I like something what you just said is love yourself. That's okay. Love yourself. Love your machine. Love yourself.
In the
Treat
words
yourself.
of BBC 16, which the theme is love yourself first. And BBC stands for bold, balanced, and confident.
There
and
you
that's
go.
that is what happens in our programs in BBC and Esco Elite Mindset. But hopefully you guys got some tips. It was a great episode. Lots of good actionable items for you guys. Hopefully some things to think about. Next time we're going to talk about, and it's going to be next year, we're going to talk about nutrition for women in midlife, how to balance macros and protein and still incorporate the foods you love. That's coming in January. I hope you guys tune in. It'll be officially season 6 for Candidly with Coffee. So we're excited about that. And we'll see you guys on the next one.
See you.